Good morning, fourth grade. Happy Friday. Today we're going to continue summarizing informational text using details. Today's story is called New Ways with Words by S.L. Hughes. Over the centuries, the English language has undergone many changes. Words that once rhymed no longer sound the same. Others have their origins in lands far from America, and still other words have taken on new and special meanings. Old English poems and rhymes often provide clues into how word pronunciations have changed. For example, the word see, S-E-A, did not always rhyme with see, S-E-E. Originally, it rhymed with say, S-A-Y, and speak once rhymed with the word break. Sometime after the 1600s, people shifted the way they said the sound for the letters E-A in many words. Now, C, S-E-A, sounds like T, or P, or speak, rhymes with beak, not break. No wonder spelling can be confusing. Today, we think of everyday words like shirt, zero, and dollar as part of our vocabulary, but they were borrowed from other languages long ago. Average, check, and scarlet are just a few words that came from the Arab world. The Vikings, Old Germans, and Romans loaned us words like glitter, weird, and soldier. We also borrowed words such as prairie and mesa from the French and Spanish. And we needed to name foods such as chocolate, ketchup, oranges, pickles, and pretzels. So we've added those words to our vocabulary too. Even now, English continues to change. Consider how new technology has given familiar words like mouse or menu new meanings. Now you can surf the web without getting wet or tangling with a spider. And you can catch a bug or a virus so can your computer. I'm going to read that one more time. Now you can surf the web without getting wet or tangling with a spider. And you can catch a bug or a virus, but so can your computer. Certainly, these surprising changes to English make talking and writing a real adventure. All right, same thing as yesterday. If you need to go back and read or reread any parts of this, you may do so, pause or rewind, okay? Again, we're reading an informational text, okay? And in this informational text, we're looking at how we can provide text details in order to summarize our main idea using those details that happen in the order in which we're pulling that. All right. So if we look over to the next page, which you will see in your Canvas a little bit later, our main idea is the English language has undergone many changes over the years. Most of that, all of that, the big idea is that the English language has undergone many changes over the years. We need to pull 1, 2, 3 details that support this main idea. I don't want you to come up with your own main idea. This is our main idea. I want you to pull evidence that supports it. Okay, the only thing different that we're doing today that we didn't do yesterday is now we're writing down the why. Normally this piece here is something we think about. Today we're going to write it down so that it helps us with our summary today. All right, so if I were to include one key detail, again, remember, I want to try and go in order so that it is going to stay organized and I don't skip around. Wait, did I cover this paragraph? I need one more detail. I don't know. So staying in that order in which you've read it really does help organize where you're collecting information, how you're going to jot that information down. All right. I see that first paragraph does a really nice job telling me some good information, but I'm looking for details that support that the English language has undergone many changes over the years. So I want to start with my first change, which happens in paragraph 2. My first key detail that I would include would be Old English poems and rhymes often provide clues into how word pronunciations have changed. If you're not sure if you're pulling good key details, read the sentence and think about the main idea. Old English poems and rhymes often provide clues into how word pronunciations have changed. The English language has undergone many changes over the years. So ask myself, is this key detail adding to the English language? Is it talking about English language? Yes. Is it also talking about how it's changed over the years? Yes. Okay. Old English is the way we used to speak, and it's changed from then till now. Okay, so it does add to that detail a lot of good support that goes here. But now I want to think about my why. I've checked it and it does make sense to put it here, but why would I include this detail? My why would be some words that used to rhyme no longer do because of the shift in the way people sounded out certain letters sometime after the 1600s. So if you're listening for some of the words that I'm using, I'm pulling some information from what I've read, but I'm also inserting a way for me to reword it so it makes the most amount of sense for me. I want to include, the detail that happens first in my passages, and then I need to include why. The why is the reasoning. You're not going to pull this detail just because it's the very first sentence in my second paragraph. You're going to include the detail because, and I don't want to hear because it supports my main idea. It's how does it support? Okay, this is your reasoning for it. This is generally something you include in your summarizing. If you do this and you do this, guess what? Your summary is pretty much making itself. This is just a way for you to collect all of your information in a nice, clean, organized way so that when you do write your summary, you're just using your graphic organizer, your organized ideas already in order, and you're just going to rewrite, adjusting however slightly if necessary. Okay, so your assignment today is reread the text because it's a lot of good information, a lot of good text evidence there that you could be using. Okay, reread, look for key detail number 2, key detail number 3, include the whys. And if you're not sure what to include here, just go back and please listen. You don't have to write the whys here, but you have to write your whys, but listen to why. Okay, I'm going to read it one more time. My key detail is Old English poems and rhymes often provide clues into how word pronunciations have changed. Why? Some words that used to rhyme no longer do because of the shift in the way people sounded out certain letters sometime after the 1600s. Again, this will be provided for you. I'm giving you this information as a model of what you can and should include. Similarly, in key details 2 and 3. You're going to finish these 2 and 3 and the why and summarize. Remember, your summary needs to state your main idea, have supporting key details, but also extending into that nice 4th grade well-rounded writing with the why. This detail, tell me the why. Another detail found in paragraph, tell me the why. Finally, detail, tell me the why. All right, 4th grade, you got this. You know what to do. We've rewritten so many paragraphs this year, and we're going to write one more, and you're going to do great. Please make sure you're going back, rereading your own work, read it out loud so it sounds like it makes sense, because if it doesn't make sense to you, guess what? It's not going to make sense to me. All right, make sure you're checking your work. Ask questions if you need to. Turn in your work on Canvas. Turn in your work through Canvas. do your best, work hard, and simply try. All right? I know you can do it. Y'all are excellent writers. Just do it. You got it. All right. Have a great day. I'll see you later.